T-Man again, bringing you guys another video, and this is doing my UFC 196 Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz preview and predictions match. I'll give you my prediction of who I think will win this match, even though this one's not going to be very clear cut. I will try to stick to one specific answer. I'll try the hard as I can, but let's dive right into it. UFC 196. Conor McGregor taking on Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz stepping up and saving the show here because Rafael dos Anjos pulled out of the match, which was supposed to be for the UFC 155-pound lightweight title. So let's get right into my preview and prediction, and I will be doing a separate video on Miesha Tate and Holly Holm. So take a look out for that video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my MMA videos and wrestling videos. So let's get right into it. Vanderlei. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so tongue-tied today, guys. Okay, so Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz. This fight is really interesting, and I'll tell you, I don't want to hear anybody saying that the UFC is protecting Conor McGregor. That is BS. No one could ever say now that the UFC is protecting Conor McGregor. Because, I mean, yeah, they're probably favoring him by giving him the shot at 155 pounds instead of defending his 145-pound title a few times before challenging for that. But they are not doing Conor McGregor any favors by giving him Nate Diaz at 170 pounds. That's one thing that a lot of people are not talking about. 170 pounds. And he fights at 140 and 155. I mean, he might have dampened in other small promotions at 170, but facing a guy in Nate Diaz's caliber at 170 pounds at welterweight is insane. Okay, Nate Diaz is well documented at 170 and 155 pounds, being a title challenger at 155. He did okay. He did somewhat at 170 pounds, but this is huge. Okay, this is really huge for Conor McGregor. I mean, the power Nate Diaz, is going to have in this fight is going to be crazy. I mean, Nate Diaz is not known for crazy knockout power. I mean, him and Nick, they're going to jab you and they're going to punch you to death. And, I mean, I see this being a real stand-up battle. I mean, yeah, Nate Diaz, obviously, if it goes to the floor, you have to give the fight to Nate Diaz with his jiu-jitsu. Let's see how good the jiu-jitsu defense of Conor McGregor is. We haven't seen, a lot of submission defense from Conor McGregor. Yeah, he got taken down in the Chad Mendes fight, with a wrestler, but Chad Mendes wasn't really going for submissions and stuff like that. So this should be really, really interesting. I don't see it going to floor. I think this is going to be a real stand-up. And to be honest with you, I know a lot of people think knockout. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing goes to a decision, guys. I will not be surprised if it goes to the decision. And who does that favor? Well, you know what? I think early on it might favor Nate Diaz in the early rounds. I think with the reach and the jab and so many other things, it might throw Conor off a little bit. But I think Conor is going to outwork Nate Diaz with speed and his precision. And I think going into the later rounds, I think those are the rounds, I think he's going to really make Nate Diaz work. And even though Nate Diaz has a great cardio, believe me, those Diaz boys, they have great tank. But Conor McGregor is going to be the faster fighter here. He's going to be the way faster fighter here. And, Conor McGregor says he can knock anyone out with the left. We'll see. But I see this thing going by decision. And if I have to pick a winner here, obviously, it could go either way. Nate Diaz is going to work his... I could see him working his kicks in this fight because he knows Conor McGregor is going to be fast, and he knows he's going to have to find a way to slow him down. And I think Nate Diaz is really going to work kicks in this fight. He's going to have to, and I'm sure that's what they've been telling him to do. But with the Diaz brothers, you never know if they're just going to go out there and fight smart. If he fights the way he did in his last fight, Nate Diaz, this is going to be really, really interesting. But I have to say Conor McGregor, not because he's the biggest fan favorite. I could just see him outworking him, landing more shots, and maybe even finishing him in the later rounds. I don't see this fight ending early. I would be very, very surprised, and I'll be happy to eat my words if I'm wrong. But if I just have to pick a prediction, I would say Conor McGregor via decision in this fight, but I believe this is going to be a great fight. Okay, subscribe so you don't miss my Holly Holmes and my Miesha Tate preview prediction and all the other wrestling videos and MMA videos I have going, including my countdown of the best WrestleMania of all time, counting down from all the way to the worst to the best. My 31 Days of Mania, many more MMA videos coming up as well. So take care, guys.